A federal judge in Louisiana has temporarily blocked a law that would have required public schools to display the Ten Commandments in classrooms. In a 177-page document, the judge ruled that the law was, quote, facially unconstitutional and unconstitutional in all applications. State officials had claimed the government is allowed to mandate posting the Ten Commandments because they are significant to the foundation of U.S. law. CBS News reporter Kati Weis is in New Orleans covering this for us. Kati, give us some background into the law, what led to the judge's ruling, and what we know about a possible appeal.
Well, good evening. This all stemmed from a law that passed earlier this year that essentially required the Ten Commandments from the Bible to be displayed in all public schools across the state of Louisiana. And since then, there have been 2 lawsuits that have been filed to try to block this law from going into effect, which would be on January 1st of this coming year, 2025. And we've been speaking with folks on either side of the aisle about this. We've also reached out to the Louisiana Attorney General for her response on this, because she has been fighting those 2 lawsuits in court, trying to defend the law. She actually gave us a statement earlier today saying that she strongly disagrees with the court's decision and will immediately appeal it. She feels that this decision actually only binds 5 of Louisiana's many school boards. So she says that it's actually a situation, a fight that is far from over.
And you spoke with a teacher who filed a lawsuit in response to the Ten Commandments law. What did he tell you?
Yeah, so his lawsuit is actually the second. Today's ruling comes from the first lawsuit that was filed by parents and some religious leaders here in New Orleans, actually. And the teacher, he is part of a second lawsuit filed on behalf of many teachers across New Orleans and other areas in the state. And he feels that it's not right to only select one religion to be displayed in schools. It might make other students feel less than or inferior. So I asked him, though, you know, some people do support this law. Here's what he had to say. Take a listen.
In schools, we would love to be people who help students find their path and to be good citizens. But what we don't want to do, and what we have not signed up for, is to impose religion on young minds.
And so we have been talking with him about what the next steps are, and he hopes that today's ruling will really hold some weight for his legal battle that is still pending and ongoing. And, you know, because today's ruling only applies to 5 school districts in the state, still many other schools are hoping and planning to implement and display the Ten Commandments come January 1st. So he's hopeful that his lawsuit may actually put an end to that before that even happens.
And you've spoken to supporters of the law. What are they saying?
Yeah, so today I actually spoke with a parent and someone who's an attorney for a religious advocacy organization, and she feels that this law is important because the Ten Commandments are a historical document. They're critical to American history. They're a big part of the founding of our country. She says that they also represent, you know, some strong American values, good things like don't kill anyone or don't commit adultery, things like that. She says those are good values to have as influences for kids in our schools. I asked her, so you don't feel that that might make someone feel lesser than or feel like one particular religion is being imposed upon them? She says, no, I feel like this is a great argument for the freedom of religion. Here's what she has to say.
They serve not only as moral guidelines for the individuals and for society, things like do not murder, do not commit adultery. These are things that help to create a thriving community and a thriving nation.
Certainly a big debate today and a big day on either side of the aisle for the debate over the separation of church and state. And it's a debate that we're going to continue to follow here in the Bayou State. It was a wet day today, typical for the South, nice and warm out here still. However, you know, things are going to be heating up even hotter, I think, in the courts. We'll let you know what happens.
Kati Weis, thank you.